Today, I will be reading chapter 32 from my book, Awakened Evil. So I have been reading this for, I think, a month now, maybe 2 months, I'm not really sure, but I am having a lot of fun with just like reading it. Oh, Batman. Why now? Okay. Oh, jeez. Batman. Oh, Lord. I'm drinking iced coffee. Okay. So, I'm gonna try and read this without Batman disturbing me, but it will happen. So, let me think. So, the last chapter that I read was 30 and 31. So, Madison was getting ready to go to her brother's visitation and funeral. So, hey, stop. And then, so Keegan was like showing up and trying to like give signs and whatnot. So, to Madison, like he's a ghost, and Terrence is there, and I just had a lot of fun. I know it's gonna sound weird, but I did enjoy writing that chapter. Oh, Lord. Okay, we're going to try and get through this. So, now we are going to be reading from Olivia's point of view. Right, Batman? Okay, my throat gets dry a lot when I read, so I'm going to drink some water. Bless this cat. Bless it. Okay. So, this is chapter 32 from Awakened Evil with Batman's butt in view. Hey. Hey, you. Hey. Hey, you. Hey. Why don't you look that way? Lay down. Thank you. Okay. So, chapter 32. Now that Olivia knew who these two ghostly teenagers were, she still couldn't believe Keegan went to Inga's house with his friends. Hey, quit biting on my headphones! No! No! I love these headphones. You're gonna have to behave if you're gonna be up here. Yes. Why did he show me a Zippo lighter? To light something because it was dark, but they had flashlights. Why else would he have a lighter? Olivia placed a hand to the side of her head and glanced at the door, then back at the sheet of paper just as Mrs. Borlaug walked by. On the other hand, the thoughts of Tyler still remained on the side of her mind while she still thought about Keegan and why he did what he did. She was supposed to be studying for her big test this Friday. That was part of the college degree. She needed to stay focused. The midterms were coming up. At lunchtime, Olivia sat with Loretta and Skeeter. Loretta talked about how much she wanted a boyfriend and how bad she wanted to travel like Fern and model around the world. Olivia listened but didn't respond. The image of Tyler still remained in her thoughts. And as for Skeeter, he played on his DS most of the time. Since he arrived here, he hadn't put it down or gotten in trouble yet. I just saw a clash of lightning, I think. Probably because he didn't play it in class or around teachers. Good thinking, Skeeter. Olivia looked around the lunchroom and didn't see Tyler. Too bad he couldn't sit here because Loretta and Skeeter didn't know about him just yet. Olivia, Loretta said. Olivia looked at her. Wouldn't it be cool to model in Sydney? A smile spread across her face. Yeah, that would be cool. I like Sydney. I've heard some good things about the place. That's going to be on my bucket list of model traveling. Did you eat anything today? Batman, stop. No. Oh, Lord. Olivia nodded. Of course. An apple and a fruit salad. She looked over at Skeeter. I ate a banana, he replied without looking up. Batman, stop. Once classes were over for the day, Olivia and Tyler walked out to the bench. Tyler set his bag down and placed both hands on her cheeks and kissed her. She pressed against him and closed her eyes. You know, Olivia, he said, removing the bobby pin from her bangs, letting them drop to her eyes. I love it when your bangs hang, 'cause then I can move them myself. He tucked them behind her ear, then placed a hand under her chin. She looked up into his brown eyes. He leaned down as he slid a hand across her lower back. His hips locked with hers, holding her close to his abs and chest. She grabbed the back of his neck. Ah, that's better. He pressed his lips harder against hers as he knew what she was thinking. Once their lips parted and she bit her bottom lip. Oh, Tyler, she whispered. I wish I could spend more time with you. Then let's do that. Before his lips met hers, a loud horn vibrated through Olivia's body, causing her to flinch. She turned, and it was her dad. He had a stern, upset look on his face. Both hands clenched on the steering wheel. Oh, God. What? Who's that? Olivia stepped away, seeing the anger in her dad's eyes. She grabbed her bag from the bench. My dad. Daddy didn't know about us? Daddy didn't know about us, did he? No, Daddy didn't know, and now he does. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Olivia got in the truck and closed the door. A silence grew into seconds, and seconds grew into minutes. Dad, you lied to me, little girl. Olivia paused and stared at him. She hasn't been called little girl in a long time, only if not doing schoolwork or not listening. Dad, I was going to tell you. You told me you were hanging out with a friend from class. I was afraid you were going to get mad and not trust me. We'll talk when we get home. Olivia looked back at the window and saw Tyler walk down the sidewalk to the parking lot, hoping she would see him again. Wow, it is pouring out there. Holy moly. The side of my head just started to hurt. I'm sorry, Dad. Batman. Don't. Dad, will you listen to me? What? She shook her head. Nothing. Once they arrived at home, her dad got out of the truck and headed inside. Olivia followed behind with 2 books in her hand and a pencil bag. You just can't leave nothing alone. Midterms are coming soon, and I really didn't need an angry dad right now. She walked up the steps and opened the door, then quietly closed it. He doesn't have to be so angry and upset. I was going to say something to him. She wanted to run upstairs, but they were across the kitchen past the table. She let a breath out and stepped into the kitchen. Her dad sat at the table and waited for an answer. I said I was sorry. When were you going to tell me you were seeing a guy? When the time was right. How about when you started to have feelings for him? Why didn't you tell me then? I didn't tell you because I knew you were going to say no. You're grounded. That's not fair. Yeah, it is. I did it to Farn, he explained. You get up, I take you to class, and you don't take your phone. You leave it with me. How am I supposed to know when you're coming? When class is over, you get your stuff and you wait. And you wait until I show up. Until I come. Then you come here and stay behind locked doors so I know where you're at when you're in bed by 8. Then you're in bed by 8. Olivia grimaced. 8 o'clock? Are you kidding me? Who goes to bed at 8 when they're 17 years old? I did. She looked down in disappointment and mumbled the words, I'm 17. What? She lifted her head. I said I'm 17. I did the same thing with Farn. You're not being treated any different. You know my rules, he said, then held his hand out. Cell phone. Dad, please don't take my phone. I need it. Now. She pulled the phone out of her pocket and turned it off, then set it on the table and went upstairs. Thank you. Olivia stomped up the staircase like the time when she was 12 and couldn't go over to Grandpa's because she didn't finish her homework or house chores. This is the stupidest rule I ever heard of, Dad. She closed the door and flopped on the bed, clutching the pillow, and she stared at the double-deck doors. Tyler appeared in her mind. If he came by every single night, that would be great. Her eyelids grew heavy, even though it was only 3:30 in the evening. She drifted off with the only thought that couldn't escape her mind. Tyler. Oh, okay, that is it for this chapter. So, that was from Olivia's point of view, and so this chapter, she did not tell her dad that she was seeing Tyler because she knew he would be upset and he would have told her no. Whoa, what was that? That was one of the vases. That scared the crap out of me. But anyways, I thought there was a leak. Okay. So, Loretta and Skeeter does not know that Olivia is seeing someone. And you're probably thinking, how is that possible? Well, Tyler does have a hidden ability that I haven't disclosed yet from this chapter, but you will know it, like when time goes on. But Olivia doesn't want to tell Loretta and Skeeter just yet because she knows that Loretta will be jealous because she's wanting a boyfriend and then Olivia already has one. So she just doesn't want to say nothing like just yet. But I think just a few more chapters, I think Loretta finds out. I'm thinking. I have no clue, but this reading was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. So next week, okay, I don't know if Friday I'm gonna be able to read, like come home and do a live reading. I'll be up at the flower shop. My friend is doing Junk Jubilee, and I don't know if she's gonna need help, like loading stuff. So I'm just trying to figure out. I'll probably figure out soon, I guess. But anyways, so that was chapter 32. I think, right? Yep, 32. Okay, I had a long day. I had a lot of stuff going on. So, if not this Friday, then maybe Saturday or Sunday, I don't know, I'll read chapter 33. So if you have any comments, so if you have any like comments about the chapter or what you liked, feel free to comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. So have